Amazon may have just given us a Quest 3 release date of October 10th. This looks to have been an accidental printing in Amazon, and if you went down to product details for a very short window this was showing, October 10th, 2023 was showing as the release date. That would put it shipping about 2 weeks after Meta Connect, which is where people are expecting the Quest 3 to be fully announced and pre-orders to be open. Some people have said this could just be a placeholder on Amazon, but typically on Amazon, if they put in a placeholder, it's automatically the 31st of December of that year. That's even visible here still if you look on the German Amazon platform, where it is showing a Quest 3 as available and the release date at the end of the year. Accidents like this keep happening, keep giving us possible details, but if that's the case, that means we've got like a month and a half to wait. As we shared with you in a short earlier this week, the Quest 3 unboxing experience has been leaked. Anonymously posted to Reddit, someone showed off the Meta Quest 3 box, which looks to be the consumer box but without the shiny outer cardboard layer that's usually on it. The box looks far smaller than the Quest 2, likely due in part to the 40% thinner visor with the pancake lenses and the fact that the tracking on the controllers no longer requires the big rings on top. This is something that keeps happening every year, it seems like. I remember last year with the Quest Pro, someone found it in a hotel room and then leaked the unboxing as well. Although a cool thing about this video is we were able to glean some extra details looking closer at it. One of which is that there's going to be an eye relief feature where you can actually move the headset and lenses out away from your eyes with a button that pushes the facial interface further out. This is a similar feature to what we've seen for years on the PSVR and PSVR 2, and what this allows is for you to have your glasses on while using the headset without having to add in that extra spacer. It also makes it nice if you need to take a little break just to pull it out and have the lenses further from your eyes if you're getting some fatigue or something. It's a cool feature to see that's now coming to the Quest 3. In the box, we only saw the headset controllers, and it looked like a box for maybe some batteries and books. As we expected and reported, that means that the potential docking station that would charge all of these accessories and everything for your Quest 3 is likely going to be an accessory that will be for sale and not included in with the Quest 3. There's still a lot we don't know about the Quest 3, including the release date, the official resolution of the headset, and other features. All we know is that in the past, historically, usually at Meta Connect every year, we find out the rest of the specs on the headset, and they usually open up pre-orders. So if it were to follow that pattern, then September 27th, when the next Meta Connect event is, we will likely finally find out the rest about the Quest 3 and hopefully open up orders on them. If you haven't been keeping up closely, we do know that the Quest 3 does come at 128 gigabytes of storage and $500 for it. That means the Quest 2 is going to continue to be sold at its lower price now of $300. This may be the first time that we see that they keep an older headset at a lower price and continue to sell it rather than selling a new headset, potentially an even lower price, and replacing it completely. This means we may see support for the Quest 2 last a little longer than we did on other headsets. What do you think? Are you getting a Quest 3 day one? Are you replacing your Quest 2? Are you going to keep your Quest 2 so you can play multiplayer games with a friend on the other headset? Let me know in the comments. Details on the Apple Vision Pro headset have been very slow to release, but now supposedly we have found out that there is a 1 terabyte storage option model. A French news website actually got to try an Apple Vision Pro. They went into the settings and they said they saw 1 terabyte figure listed as the storage in the device's app. This would put this as the highest standalone storage we've seen on any virtual reality or augmented reality headset so far. Of course, the Quest comes in at 256 gigabytes in its higher model, so you're talking 4 times that amount of storage. Now keep in mind, with the high definition an Apple Vision Pro is looking to run at, it would need that storage even to play similar games, because the amount of graphical fidelity going into this is going to be a lot higher. Of course, Apple has said this is really not meant to be made for virtual reality gaming. They actually haven't said the word virtual reality at all, but that this is supposed to be a spatial computing device, meaning if it's like a computer, it's going to need higher amounts of storage. As we know, the Apple Vision Pro also said starting at $3,499. So does that mean that this is what the 1 terabyte one is going to come in at? Is there a lower price one that is actually that $3,500, or will there be even higher tiers with more storage? Unfortunately, as the Apple Vision Pro isn't slated to come out till next year, we will probably continue to get small details like this a little bit at a time, but as we find out more, we'll let you know more here. A big player we've all been hoping would move into the AR/VR space for a long time has been Google. They have dabbled back and forth. There's been rumors that they have been working on AR glasses and XR glasses, and then rumors that they canceled them. Another report has come out saying that Google really has had difficulty in developing good AR hardware and that it's been a long and tough road for them. Business Insider spoke with current and former employees who said that they are even upset with how all of it has been managed at Google. They're seeing constant pivoting, switching back and forth between visions of how to take this. Of course, we probably all remember one of Google's earliest attempts, Google Glass, was an augmented reality type experience with glasses where you could at least see incoming emails and notifications. And some people like MK MKBHD said that these were actually good glasses. They were just too far ahead of their time and too clunky to really take off. With all of this going on, Google is still reportedly planning to provide system software for AR glasses from 2025. This would mean that they would provide the operating software, and then partnering companies, potentially ones like Samsung, would provide the hardware that would then run it. This is similar to what we see with Android software running on multiple different devices from different companies. At this point, it looks like Google is continuing to plan on providing an XR operating systems without making their own first-party hardware. This is good news for the overall XR industry, but meaning that it's still probably 2025 before we'll see anything partnered up coming out from Google. It begs the question, will we see first-party devices eventually like we've seen with the Pixel and with the Google Watch, or is this something that they're going to stay in the background running the operating systems on and letting other companies create the hardware? All it means is that we're one step closer to seeing more mass adoption of these devices, which is exciting to me. HTC was probably the biggest name in the early days of VR, with their original Vive being extremely successful as far as PCVR hardware went. These days we don't hear as much from them, but they do still have a Vive Pro 2 bundle deal that they've just dropped, which actually includes the expensive wireless adapter you need to run this wirelessly. For those not familiar, the Vive Pro 2 was a headset that came out and didn't create as much of a splash as they would have liked to, except for the fact that there was a $350 wireless adapter that you could add onto this to then have wireless PCVR. This deal doesn't last long if you're interested. It's only until August 30th at $1,400. This would include everything you would need for a PC setup: base stations, the Vive wands, unfortunately not the knuckle controllers, the Vive Pro 2 headset, and the wireless adapter to strap to that. That's still a high price and probably not something I would recommend that anybody goes and jumps on, but in case you've been waiting, for some reason you really wanted that high resolution of that Vive Pro 2, or maybe you just really want somewhat reliable wireless PCVR, it's a bundle deal out there in case. Remember these creepy spy glasses that you can record video on directly on them. These are Ray-Ban Stories partnered up with Meta, and there's a button on them, although I think mine have broken already, that you click and it records video or takes pictures on the go. Apparently they were successful enough that there is a second generation of them coming. Although these are not really augmented reality glasses in any way, shape, or form. They are smart glasses that you can listen to music through the side, record video on, and such. Supposedly the second generation is coming, and it is going to actually have live streaming capability. We showed these off back when Meta gave us these to us last year when we got to tour their facilities, and ultimately they weren't something that I ever used, especially at their higher price. But something that we did point out is they are actually not that expensive just in the world of Ray-Bans. So to have ones that can also take video or picture, there might be for some people. Basically, a journalist has claimed they got to see internal Meta documents about the upcoming Ray-Ban Stories, and the biggest new feature would be live streaming to Facebook and Instagram. And the glasses would also even relay comments through audio directly to them to have a conversation back and forth during live streaming. One important thing to note here is when you are taking video, there is a little LED light that lights up to warn people around you are taking video, and an interesting feature built in is that if you tamper with that LED, it will no longer take video. They're saying, of course, better cameras, better battery life, but we're not going to be looking at a set of these that will have any sort of AR until 2025. With all this happening, it keeps seeming like maybe 2025 is going to be the AR revolution we've been waiting on. What do you think out there, though? With Apple coming in hot and heavy next year, hopefully we might see some amazing steps and strides in that realm, but at that price, I don't think many people are going to be buying into it right away. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's going on in the VR news world that keeps you interested? We're going to keep being here week after week to help keep you up to date. We got big stuff coming up, Quest 3 next month I can't wait for, but I will see you in another reality.